Hey there, garden fans, and welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. I've learned when it comes to gardening, you can do everything right and still be in a lot of trouble. Our last frost date was March the 14th. However, I woke up today with a warning on my phone saying that we could have a possible frost this weekend. If that's so, we stand to lose a lot of production this year. A lot of my trees have already set fruit. I'm getting flowering from my blackberries, and I've planted some seasonal vegetables that wouldn't be able to handle a frost. So I'm hoping and praying, because that's all I can do, that it stays just warm enough to keep everything alive. And if you could, maybe you can hope and pray with me, guys, because we just can't control the weather. With that being said, I wanted to sit down and just show you the whole yard and talk about a few things, because it may not look like this in another day or so. Many of you guys know I'm crazy about cover cropping. I love planting clover. It's great nitrogen fixation. It's weed suppression. It's a living mulch. My bees love the pollen and the nectar they get off of it. And I also feed it to my animals. So it's multi-purpose, multi-use, and I use it all over the place. The red clover right now is looking really good. I've planted patches of moringa all over the yard. Check them out right now, because if we get a frost, I'll have to start again with those guys. A few weeks ago, I actually planted out some Prime Arc Freedom blackberries. All 5 of those bare root blackberries have taken root and are showing me some good green growth. So they're a later season. They may survive, but who knows what I'll get out later on. My peach polyculture here with my cut and come again greens. Me and the wife cut and come again every night. If we freeze, obviously all these beautiful looking greens will die off. It's kind of sad. I come out here and forage like a cow when I'm working in the garden, so I'll just have to start again. One thing that might survive a freeze are my peas, sweet peas. I've been consecutively sowing them all over the yard. Here's the oldest patch of them up on a tomato cage. I expect those guys will do well. Some other things that are doing well are my raspberries. I've got some planted in shade and I've got some planted in full sun. The ones in full sun, just like in the shade, are throwing up a lot of runners. So I should be overrun with those guys by the end of the year. My herbs, also, companion plants, are looking good. I planted a bare root persimmon a few weeks ago and underplanted it with buckwheat and clover. The buckwheat looks good, the clover's coming up, and the persimmon itself is just now starting to show me a little bit of green budding here. So hopefully the frost won't kill the tips of those and set it back. I got a blackberry patch here on my upper swale. I got a lot of different varieties, Navajo, Arapaho. The Navajos are the first to flower. They're my early season blackberries. So they're flowering right now, and once again, if we get a frost, all those flowers will probably cook away. My peaches have set fruit, and freezing temperatures would really set this tree back, maybe even dry up and kill some of the fruit. But I'm actually getting a lot of good fruit set on all of my peach trees. So let's just hope. All we can do, cross some fingers. It looks really good though, a lot better than it did last year. I'm actually really impressed once again. I've got a pawpaw tree here, companion planted with some comfrey. I love the comfrey flowers. Here you go, here they are. Those guys won't be around if it gets a frost. And I've never seen a pawpaw flower, so here you go, if you've never seen it yourself. It's really, really pretty. I think they might do all right, but there's no telling. I wasn't planning on getting any fruit off of this guy this year anyway. He hasn't been cross-pollinated yet. I'm still waiting for his buddies to come back to life. Ah, the poppies, guys! Check this out. Look at this. Look at it. Look how beautiful that is. So we're going to have some great cut flowers and floral arrangements here in just another couple days. In fact, I might just cut these guys tonight and give my wife a little present, because they won't last a frost. Other garden boxes are looking good. While I'm talking about poppies, the California poppies are coming up, looking very pretty. more pollination for the bees. They're doing a great job with that. My chamomile box is really just now starting to swell up. Chamomile's cold tolerant. This should be alright. Looks really good though. Should have flowers in another week or two. I've got a Wachita blackberry here. It's a later season fruiter. It's now starting to give me a little bit of bud swell. Hadn't quite flowered out yet, so I'm hoping it makes it through the frost. My 2 plum trees on the back swale that are underplanted with mountain mint are doing great. They really like this position, and they've put on a lot of fruit. This is only the 2nd year they've been here, and I'm impressed with how hardy they've been and how quickly they've grown. This is a Methley plum right here. The other one is a Santa Rosa. My bees are looking good. They might get a little upset if it gets too cold, but they're doing all the normal things, bringing in tons and tons of pollen. Both hives seem to be very healthy. I did a brief inspection just to make sure that they're on track, and they are. I'm seeing some of my subtropical plants come up. This is a passion flower, passion fruit. And here's just the other beehive. Looking really good. They're bringing in lots of pollen, guys. I'm really impressed. Another fig back here looking good. The bare root grape I planted there is looking good. And the yard itself it did not look like this exactly 1 year ago. I'm really surprised. I keep saying it because it's just amazing what Mother Nature can do if you just get out the way. All my potato buckets are doing good. They should survive a frost. My blueberry acid guild here is looking amazing. I have mid and late season varieties. Here's one of the early season fruiters. It's putting on a lot of blueberries. We should have blueberries provided they don't die. Once again, this is an acid guild, so I've planted all my acid loving plants here. I've got an apple tree here. This is my apple guild, and I'm pruning it or training it in a way that's almost espalier-like. This is the first year that I've seen this many flowers on it, so who knows, we might actually get some apples out of this year. I didn't get any fruit set last year, so this might be the year it does something. My elderberry hedge is really starting to fill out. Big time fill out, actually. Some of these canes are about 8 feet tall, and they're probably another week or two away from putting out some panheads, but it's getting really close. I love elderberry. Elderberry has a lot of antiviral properties. The berries are great for syrups and tinctures. Wanted to show you my pears. These are Asian pears. They're looking good once again and setting a lot of fruit too. So any freezing temperatures would certainly set this tree back, and it may drop all of its fruit. But I really just kind of wanted to show you guys what the yard looks like right now. It may not look like this in another couple days. I appreciate your support. Would appreciate it if you just pray for us. And you can keep in touch on our Facebook page where I'll be posting updates. There's a link down in the description. Go check it out, guys. Thanks again for watching, as always, and God bless.